Hello guys, it's been a while. I haven't done vlogging for a while because I was so swamped at work, and it's really so difficult to find time to really make some vlogs about Europe. Right now I'm doing a street vlogging. It's live, and I think this is something that I could do. Check this out. So guess where am I at? I am in Sofia, Bulgaria. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very long strip of pedestrian walking, and you can see the color of the ground. Mind you, guys, this isn't just a typical brick. It's actually a yellowish um, plate kind of uh, pavement. It's basically a one of a historical symbol for Bulgaria. As I was saying, check out this street. It feels so modern, right? But the first thing that you need to know about Sofia is that you're actually literally standing on history. This city is about like 7,000 years old. Imagine. It's one of the oldest continually inhabited settlements in Europe. You can't you can't just walk here. You have to imagine you're walking on centuries of stuff. Okay. Um, as we are walking on this area, I'm gonna give you some fun fact about Sofia. This place hasn't always been called Sofia. Back in the day, the Romans called it Serdica, and they actually loved it. Why? Because this place is very abundant when it comes to hot mineral springs. So the Romans, as we all know, were all about the thermal baths, right? And this city was built right on top of them. That's actually very interesting history of Sofia, Bulgaria. Very cool. Now, at the back of this very long stretch of pedestrian walking, you'll find there the modern metro station, and you'll find also ruins, Roman ruins, right below the metro station. So they actually literally dug out the ancient city and built the metro around it. So when you're building a metro station, a little bit of the background, when they're actually building the metro station, that's when they found out those Roman ruins. And so, when you're building something, you're digging something from the ground, and you found out some of these ancient structures. You have to avoid them. You have to preserve them. So that's when they found out those ruins of the Roman city on that area. All right, and let's talk about the name Sofia. I hope you guys are enjoying looking at the streets and the buildings around this walking area. They're actually pretty beautiful buildings, and below them are actually stores. And there hasn't been a lot of people here before, but because of these international brands coming in this place, I think that's actually what makes people to really come here. And most of the people that you will see are actually tourists too. All right, let's go back to the name Sofia. It's actually named after Saint Sophia Basilica, which means holy wisdom. Um, on the other side of that, you will find a statue of that Sofia, Saint Sophia, and it's really beautiful. So that's actually how they named the city. It's literally a nod to wisdom. Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about the people. I have a very pretty much weird encounter on how the people are actually responding to you when you ask them. So simply, it's a yes or no, right? Like the Indians, they actually, let me just turn around. The Indians will say like this for yes, right? And it's pretty much common in here. So when they nod like this, it's actually no. It means no. And when they make like this, it's actually a yes. So don't forget that in Bulgaria when you have the chance to travel here. Okay. Now, before we cross the street, here's something Bulgaria are super very proud of. They gave the world. Okay. Well, I'm saying something. It's actually green lights now. Um, I don't want to cross the street at this time. It's too late. Let me just show you once more how the street looks like while giving you some information about Bulgaria. So, fun fact, they actually gave the world an alphabet. This is no joke, guys. When you come in here, they have their own alphabet, the Cyrillic alphabet, and this is actually the one used in Russia, Ukraine, and Serbia. That's why during my first time here, my first day, I was like amazed how the people are actually speaking. The tone of their language is almost similar as Ukrainian because I've known Ukrainian people too, and it's the same. The sound is almost the same. That's because of their Cyrillic alphabet. It's the same that's used in Russia, Ukraine, and Serbia. And very important, it's first developed right here in the first Bulgarian Empire back in the 9th century. So imagine, they're really very proud of that. They are actually the origin of the Cyrillic alphabet. And that's why they call Bulgaria the cradle of Slavic culture. That's mind blowing. Okay, another thing. Okay, I'm I'm this kind of person that when I travel, I make sure that my stomach is okay because it's very important that you have a good stomach. I mean, your digestion is working whenever you're traveling because you're eating different foods, right? So I always make to a point to buy yogurt. And this one is actually, they are very proud of here in Bulgaria as well. Bulgarian yogurt. Let's talk about Bulgarian yogurt. They are very famous worldwide. Why? Because they claim a unique bacterium that gives that distinct, awesome flavor. The first time I taste their yogurt, some kind of, I don't know, there's something in it. It's got an awesome flavor. And they call that one, as for your information, I've read it, it's Lactobacillus bulgaricus. It's a very scientific name. You get to try it when you have the chance to travel in here, and it really tastes different. You know. Now, okay, let's turn around. And today the weather is a bit combination of cloudy, sunny, but usually in the morning it's a bit dark. Then by the afternoon, um, you will see some sunshine. And I think it's a good opportunity for you to show that very beautiful mountain over there. You can see now, but in the afternoon, you will have a nice overlooking of this mountain while you are walking on this street. See that giant mountain over there? I hope that you can see it. That's actually the Vitosh mountain. It's basically Sofia's boundary or Sofia's background. So when you're walking here, you can say, ah, that's the boundary of Sofia. And guys, this city is one of the highest elevated capitals in Europe. And you can say you can be literally in the heart of the city, like here. 20 minutes hiking or skiing, which one of the things that I missed because I'm going back now to Budapest is that part of hiking and skiing on this very massive mountain. That actually gives you the accessibility to, if you're a nature lover, while staying in the city, you'll get the chance to appreciate the nature. Again, if you're a nature lover, if you love skiing and hiking, it's, I would say it's like the, it's the phrase that we used to say, urban meets wilderness, right? Okay. Um, let's try to cross the street now. But while we are crossing the street, I'd love to give you some information about their foods. Ah, they love salad. You absolutely need to try the Shopska salata. I don't know how you say it, but they're saying Shopska salata. It's their national salad. It's pretty much the same as a salad in other European countries. It's made out of tomatoes, cucumbers, and amazingly salty white cheese. Yeah, grated all over the top. It's very fresh, simple, and I'd say it's the best thing that you could try on earth while you're traveling here in Bulgaria. And for a snack, grab a if there are Bulgarian people watching right now, I hope I'm saying it right. They're saying it banitsa. Banitsa. It's a flaky, savory pastry, usually filled with cheese. They love cheese here, and I love cheese too. That's why it's so perfect. Right. Okay. So I'm here now on a very beautiful place. I've shown this in my other live video, but it's in my account. So right now I'm going to show it again. This is a perfect place for you to go when you're traveling in Bulgaria during this season. And I want to show you later on the National Palace of Culture. Such giving you the vibes of modern, fantastic, yet it's culturally rich focus. So here I am on the, let's read it, Sofia Christmas Fest, right? You see? This is the park right in front of the, I'll be zooming a bit, the National Palace of Culture, or NBK. That was actually, I've been there during my first day. It's massive, it's slightly brutalist, but actually a really cool building. It's I'll be showing to you later on, but the fun fact or a little bit of the background, that building is actually built during the communist era. But now it hosts concerts and big events, and of course, amazing Christmas markets, just like what you're seeing right now. Okay, we're moving on. You know what's crazy? This Christmas market, like this one, I have to discourage you a bit, guys. If, for example, I don't want to give some bad impressions about the history of the Christmas market, but this is this is these aren't actually an old Bulgarian tradition. So you cannot find this like maybe 20 years back. You cannot find this Christmas markets. Now, when you think of a Christmas market, you actually think of the first thing that comes to your mind. I hope that you can hear me. It's a bit noisy here. It's actually Vienna or Germany. Those are actually the city that started the Christmas markets, and they are very famous of that. Also, Budapest. I've shown one of the Christmas markets in Budapest. Very beautiful, and they've always been winning every year. But here in Bulgaria, they've adopted it already. The German Christmas market. Where am I at? I am simply at the back here. because I want to start from the very beginning there, just to show you some of the interesting stuff, what's in the Bulgarian Christmas market. So, as I was saying, the German Christmas market in the city garden, if you're familiar with that, was actually the original one. And tell you, only be, I mean, that's only been around for maybe, I'm not sure, maybe around 15 years. Oh, what's that? I hit some, I thought I hit some snail or something. Okay, I'm walking fast on this area. Let's make a shortcut just to go to the entrance. Uh, while walking here, you see how beautiful the place is. It's, it's sunny now. Perfect. It's sunny now. All right, we're crashing here. Okay, so let's get started here. So we actually went from the other side, but I just want to show you this place here. Okay. Um, look at the stalls. They have everything, right? One great thing about this market compared to some of the others that I've seen is that they really, really focuses on the Bulgarian producers and handmade crafts. Look at this one. So you get less of the generic stuff like what usually you will see on a store, generic stuff made from huge companies, and you see here more of a unique local art. And later on, I'll be showing you stalls that sells different type of Bulgarian foods. It's actually definitely I would recommend this place to pick up gifts if you're traveling here. And you know, it's better to give gifts that's more handmade. You actually, if I'm the one receiving a gift and it's handmade from a particular country like this one, I would definitely feel more personal about the intention of giving gifts. So here we are. What you see right now are actually local artisans. Look at these woods. They're beautiful. Very Bulgarian crafts. Right? Okay, we're moving on. Sorry. Okay, so what you see now are wow, this is beautiful, different shapes of candles. And remember that Bulgaria itself is very famous for rose oil. Later on, I'll try to find some rose oil. They're actually selling here. And definitely you can buy things like soaps, perfumes, more, and even jams. I found some jams when I was walking on this area. um, I just love that this market gives such a huge platform to Bulgarian makers. This is one of the things that I really appreciated during this season, that you actually support the livelihood of your locals by simply giving them an opportunity to showcase their local products. Um, I'd say this is a nice mix of the. Oh, look at this honey. So delicious. I bought one of them yesterday. It's very, very sweet. I hope that it's not fake. I always have that feel of when you're buying honey and it's so not expensive. This is natural honey for sure. Yeah. As I was saying, this is a classic European market feel. With all the people here, eh, I can see the Bulgarian spirit. This is this is the oil that I was saying. They like oil. They are actually producing a lot of oil, rose oils, candles, carved woods, honey, soap, perfume, pottery. These are different types of cup. Okay, so if you're thinking to buy some gifts, cup, for example, don't buy from Starbucks. Don't buy from a generic brand. Here it is, oil. I believe that's oil. I can't read it, but I think that's oil. And they have mulled wine. If you like drinking, they offer mulled wine here. Those are sausages. Okay, so let's talk about drinks. If you're staying here in Europe, drink is a normal stuff in here. That's because of the weather. You have to adapt yourself um, on the weather, so you have to live the way how European live. They like drinking. You see, they're carrying some mulled wine that actually makes you feel comfortable during this very, very cold weather. Uh, okay, so mulled wine, I don't know where to find it. That's chocolate. It's whenever you go to a Christmas market, wherever in Europe, you'll always find mulled wine. It's basically a hot wine. It's a classic Christmas market fuel, I would say. But since we are in Bulgaria, I've read that there's a specific name that they called for their mulled wine. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's called rakia. Okay, rakia. So when you're buying, you have to say, "Can I buy rakia?" Rakia is the local fruit brandy, and it's definitely very, very strong. I tried yesterday; it's really so strong. I would suggest if you're buying one, you serve before a meal, to warm you up. Sometimes they even have a special rakia fests that runs alongside these markets, but not this time because we have a different celebrations, Christmas, right? But sometimes they do a separate festive to celebrate rakia. They're actually a mulled wine that's made out of fruits. Very strong, very delicious, and it's tasty, and it's good to serve it before your final course when you're eating. Right? Okay, let's go on this area. It's a bit noisy here. Actually, in the evening, they hold the concert on this area. And to tell you guys, Bulgarians are so talented as well. They love singing, and definitely you'll find good singers in here, just like Filipinos. All right, okay. Let's talk about this wooden food stalls. You see a lot of delicious stuffs in here, but I'd say this isn't actually Bulgarian traditional foods. I'm sorry to say that. You also will see here some of the German classics foods. That's very difficult to pronounce the name, but it's most like you will see it. It's most like a German. I had this kind of thought that maybe Bulgarian somehow has been influenced by German foods as well. It has an influence in how. Or I've seen also there are neighbor countries, so there's no doubt. I've seen some Hungarian langosh. So if you know langosh, guys, it's like a fried dough with toppings in it. In a simpler way to describe, it's like a donut or something. That's what Hungarian foods. One of the famous Hungarian foods. In a nutshell, sorry, they've actually somehow adopted the pan-European winter street food scene here. Okay, but if you're traveling on this area, I suggest that choose something very local. Choose something local. They will be selling things like I don't know the name. Uh, it's more like of a cheese pastry, and try the Bulgarian sausages. Don't skip the Bulgarian sausages. It's very tasty, very soft. Usually, when I eat sausage, the the bad thing about sausage when you're eating is actually the skin, right? It's so tough, like plastic. Now it's very difficult to really grind it. But I tried one of their sausages yesterday, and it's really so soft, tender, um, very tasteful. Okay, so I'd say one of the highlights of my visit here in Bulgaria is the Christmas market. Really, um, it's a huge deal. And talking about the Christmas market, I wanted to share one of the informations that I read about Christmas, how Bulgarians people celebrate their Christmas. And while talking about this, I want to show you something. Um, right. So this is one of the famous spots. Mostly tourists come to this place to take a photo. It's called Kings Valley Medical and Spa Hotel. I think this is a promotion, but it's really good. Okay, so okay, well, giving you an overlook once again about the Christmas market because I'm on a higher elevation, so definitely you will get to see the entire place. Okay, let's move a bit on this area because we haven't seen this one yet. This is very beautiful, very spacious. Um, you will have the chance to enjoy your foods by standing on this wooden, I don't know, shed. It's very smart. They actually put some tanks in here. You'll be able to enjoy your foods. Very smart. And I think there's something inside it. All right. This is a nice area, right? Okay. So as I was saying, I've read yesterday about a very important tradition here. It's called meat free, or in other words, it's a vegan meal. Um, and that's during Christmas Eve. Okay, so they actually have this 40-day fasting, no meat. So the table has to have an odd number of dishes. So when I say odd, you count from what is it, 3, 5, 7, 9, or 11, because for them, when they're celebrating the Christmas Eve, the odd numbers actually symbolizes good fortune. I don't know if it's the same. Is it the same? um Same, what do you call this, same belief for the Chinese, I don't know, but that's actually how they celebrate the Christmas Eve. They serve odd numbers of vegan foods. They eat things like they love salad, right? So there is a food that they call it sarmi. It's actually made out of cabbage and then grape leaves and of course bean soup. Okay, that's a fun fact I've read yesterday. So I hope I hope that if you visit Sofia, Bulgaria, and you happen to also join them for Christmas Eve, you won't you won't be surprised if there's no meat on the table because that's how actually they're celebrating the 40-day of fasting. That's if the family is very how should I say, conservative, following traditional culture of Bulgaria. All right. Okay, we go back again. All right. So, what's super cool about this place is actually right in front of you is the NDK. It's a very huge cultural hub, and it's just in front of this Christmas market. Um, I suggest that if you come in here, I'd appreciate, or I appreciate this place during evening. It's beautiful. All the stores are well lit up, and you would appreciate really the ambience, the vibes. It's much more energetic, more alive if you come in here during the evening. And there's a lot of people. I mean, right now, because it's Sunday, you can see a lot of people, and this is already a lot of people. But during the evening, oh my goodness, you definitely will be amazed how Bulgarian people are actually supporting their Christmas seasons. Okay, so this is the NDK. I learned that this NDK is super massive, that it's actually built during the communist era, and the way how it's being built is actually to impress the people somehow that, hey, we're now celebrating our anniversary from being a communist. And it's like, okay, if I'm the country and I'll be hosting the Olympics, for example, and I have to, I have to impress the world. I need to build the largest structure to hold the Olympics, and that's actually what happened in here. And the thing which I appreciate on this NDK is um, it's so massive. It's made out of steel. It's very robust, um, and it's still standing. Right? It's beautiful. Look at it. You see, if I zoom a bit, you'll find that symbol over there at the center. That's actually a sun for Bulgaria, and you'll find this kind of carvings, wood carvings on those stoles which I've shown you. It's actually one of the symbols of Bulgaria that they really love. They're talented and they love um, carving. Yeah, I think if I'm correct, this is one of the first structure that's been built here in this part of Europe. Okay. Okay, so to wrap it all up, Sofia Christmas Fest is super, super huge. I've been to different Christmas markets. They're really huge too, but this one is too big. There's something that you really appreciate on this place. I've been to different Christmas markets, as I was saying, and some of the Christmas market I've been to, I'm not going to say it, but you would be disappointed because the people aren't actually smiling. There's no happy vibes in their face. They're just like walking around. But here, it's totally different. You will have fun. You will appreciate how family oriented they are, because this is a more of a family focused attraction. Uh, this is more like of a modern Christmas party of the city. At night, you'll find some concerts, showcasing talented singers of Bulgaria. This is it definitely, if you come in here during night, it's very loud. It's very bright because these lights. It's giving the very, very well lit vibes of the place itself, and it's got the energy of a place making its own new traditions, since Christmas markets aren't actually an original Bulgarian traditions, but it is just adopted as other European countries has started before, Germany and some other countries, Vienna. So you have the massive communist era building in the background, but the energy in the foreground is all new, all European, flavored with, I'd say, unique Bulgarian history and food. Okay, so if you come in here, enjoy the moment, grab warm drink, the mulled wine. It's a local mulled wine made out of fruit, and they're always celebrating that. See the ancient city out there. You go to that area and you'll find some Roman ruins that's discovered when they actually built the metro. Definitely you will be amazed of that. Unfortunately, I am not able to show you that one, but yeah, you'll find it in my other vlog, but it's my personal account. And if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I really don't have time to make some vlogs like what I did from the past because of very busy at work. So right now I'll be just doing this live whenever I'm visiting some of the European countries if I have time. Um, and if you're coming in here during winter, don't and December, for example, don't forget your jacket, thick jacket. It's very cold here. Um, and I think that's pretty much all. And thank you so much for staying. See you next time.